Hey, so I got an update with this Crown Vic LTD Country Squire wagon here. I've been wanting to put this back on the road for a bit now, and I'm kind of getting to a place where I'm kind of getting close to doing that. This thing's cool. I really like the Mustang wheels on this thing. It kind of makes it look a little sporty, maybe. It's kind of cool. It's period wheels, so it kind of works. Last little attempt to make sure this is definitely needing to get pulled out. I pulled the belts off, or the serpentine belt off this thing, and fired it up just to see if it was, one of the accessories making noise, and no, it was for certain. Probably bottom end. It might have sounded like a bad lifter, but I don't really care. I'm going to pull it out anyways. We'll see what's up. But regarding that, I got some interesting stuff here. So I'm going to hop on this golf cart here, just so I don't have to walk the 20 feet out to the other vehicles I got going. This thing's running like a treat now. It stalled a little bit there just because I didn't hold the choke out for a couple more seconds. Got a bird doing something over there. So I just acquired this thing here for $40. I smashed the windows out just to have a bit of fun with it. This thing's beyond gone, no title. Got it from a reputable guy. He's a local race car guy. He derbies these cars, so it has a key. It's just an old junk car. It's a thing here in Alaska. It's just very common, let's just say that. I don't know what year it is. Actually, let's see. The door panel's loose, so it's probably going to follow me here. Let's see. What do we got? Got an 87, probably 89 model year. It was made in 9 of 87, so it could have been a late 87 or... Getting that right? Could have been a late 87 or early 88 car. This is too bad that this thing is in this kind of shape. I love Panther cars regardless. I like the Mercuries, Crown Vics. All these Panther cars are awesome. Like, I wish I had a nicer town car, because these things are cool. I always loved the little light on the side. But it was even a Cartier edition, whatever that means. But yeah, this thing is toast. Taillights were gone. I might have had a bit of fun with the rear panel there. Just because I know the purists will be very upset about that, I'm sure. I might rob these JBL rear deck speakers out of it. But I've actually kind of... I'm going to potentially maybe be looking at this one for a engine swap. But yeah, you can see, this thing is... toast. It had a front end collision of some sort, bent the frame real bad. You can see right there. This thing's toast. This is not going on the road again. You could realistically rebuild it, but no, it's too far gone. But look at this thing. Beyond that, this was a nice car at one point. Really nice. I like the color combo, the silver with the two-tone there. Real shame, but what I'm interested in is the 5-liter under the hood, because the dash says 33, and this is definitely not 33,000. And looking at points of rust and stuff, this might have been 133 or 233, depending on how it was taken care of. I would almost lean towards 133. Because here in Alaska, these cars don't really get driven a whole bunch during the winter time. Let's take a look at the pedal down there. That could be a 133 pedal. Steering wheel, maybe 233. You never really know. The sills look pretty nice, so it could have been 133. But I'm considering pulling this one. I wired it all up today because there was a missing solenoid up front, a main solenoid where everything's plugged in at. It was missing. And that's kind of like the theme with this car. I think before I got a hold of it, the guy I got it from a guy who is like using this as a parts car. Like this has changed hands a few times now. But the mirrors are gone, taillights are gone, like the good parts that you could sell are probably gone. The driver's seat probably went in a different vehicle. But there's a few things, I've already kind of gotten a little bit of what I want from this thing. I might take the door handles just because you can't get those anymore. And they're in good shape, like they all look good and work good. But I'll probably pull the door handles out. I pulled the radio out, which I'm surprised about. The radio actually worked on this thing. Which, Ford radios from this vintage, sketchy. It's kind of a miracle when they work at this point. So, and my Crown Vic in there was missing a radio, so I'll be taking that. The reason why I couldn't get this thing started up today, though, was it's missing a starter motor. Someone robbed that off of it, so I'm going to end up pulling the starter out of this Mercury over here, because this thing is a known running engine. I could use this if I really wanted to. It's a very tired, I'm sure, 302. Again, like this thing is in not too bad a shape when you are 30 feet away, but this is another no title, no interior, like almost a derby car. But it's an older carbureted model, so I'd have to change the intake. I don't know about the heads. There might be coolant passages that aren't on the EFI ones, but we'll see about all this. And it's all going for a good cause. I'm saving that wagon. I mean, that's tragic right there. I almost think that's even more tragic being one of those rare two-door cars, but again, no title. It's really not worth bonding a car like that. Like, even if if that was like a mint condition, like, 40,000 mile coupe, I don't know, like, it's really too bad. It's a cool car, but it's rough. It's rusted in the back. There's nothing on the inside, but it has a good 302, and like the bumpers aren't rusted. That's something you got to pay attention to on those old Panthers. I had one where the rear bumper just disintegrated. So, it's all back to this here. This is what I'm trying to revive. I think out of the lot of Panthers I got sitting around here, this one's probably the most worth saving, I'd say. It's a bit rusty. You can see a rust spot behind the vinyl there on the side, but the frame's good. It's worth, for an Alaska car, this is worth putting it back together for cheap. It runs and drives. I've driven this car, but the motor ticks really bad. It's bad. Transmission is good. I got this up to highway speed, no problem. So in the next, I'd say, month or so, I'm probably going to pull the hood off, yank this bad 302 out, put the starter in that Lincoln, see if that's a good motor. Because if it is, all the accessories and stuff on top, that's all the same. I can just take that and put it right into here and it'll work. No issues. So that's what I'm hoping to do. Another thing I kind of wanted to do with that Lincoln is, if these doors are the same, I kind of want to get those power vent window assemblies out of that Lincoln and put them in this, because this does not have those power window assemblies, and there are benefits to that. It won't break as easily, but I kind of want that cool power window. It actually works on that town car out there. When I put a battery in it, the window motors all worked on the driver door, and the window went down first, then the main window. So I might want to do that. I'll look into doing that. But just hopping in here, here's another reason why this car is worth saving. It's the updated dashboard car, which was only like a couple years before they ended production. Has the newer steering wheel. I much prefer this interior. This, you know, it looks a bit more conventional, even older in certain ways, but I don't really love that flat, like angled backwards 80s dash as much. But the real score out of that town car, being only 40 bucks, was this. An original, like 89 to like 92 Ford head unit. This thing actually works perfectly in that town car over there. So I pulled it out, and I'll be putting it in the spot where the factory radio was just missing when I got this car. I'll need to change the bracketries out. That does not fit in this hole, but it is the same radio. It just has different bracketries on it. But I'll be able to get the original stereo back in it instead of some Walmart $20 dual head unit that's gonna be functional but like garbage. So that's cool. I like that. I might need some opinion on changing out the little door card, like, you know, panels there for those Lincoln ones that have the wood grain bits on it, because I'll probably have to swap. I mean, like, this one needs a bit of help, right? Like, it might be worth it, maybe. But yeah, I'm gonna look into putting that vent window assembly in this car. That'd be cool. It'd be nice if I could actually get that to work too. Well, I've talked long enough, right? So thanks for watching. This isn't really a major video going on here, but that's a little fun update out there, and this is a very fun little cart. I'll turn this off, take the key out. I don't think it's running power through the circuits, but even still, no need for that to be on. This thing's been great. This is a sweet little cart. I need to put some tires on it. The suspension is goofy, but it leans over to one side. You can't really see it on video as well, but it does. It has like a lean to it. So I think that's tire size differences, because they're all mismatched. Like, I think that tire is smaller than that one. Yeah, whatever. So, hey, thanks for watching. This is way too long of a video for me, but if you've watched this far, thanks for watching. This will be doing something very soon, which I'm very excited for. Yeah. See ya.